we are here at the Lebombo border post. Mostly here is the congestion of the cars, trucks and everyone that's going to Mozambique, and the lane going into South Africa is clear. Here, what we observed was that most of the cars that are overloaded get breakdowns, and they on the roadside and they are being fixed. Some people are just sitting there waiting for help, as well as their load being placed all over because they are overloaded. And along the N4 coming here, there's plenty of roadblocks where there's checking points, and where these overloaded cars could be seen that they wouldn't make it to the border, but they are there. Police visibility is there, and there hasn't been any reports of major crashes up to now. But with me here is Moeti from the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison. He will tell us briefly what's happening on our roads from yesterday. Has there been any changes?
Yes, there's been some changes with regard to traffic. As you can see here at Lebombo border post, there's quite a serious backlog of cars that are trying to move through. What we have also observed is that they could be delayed at where they are initially being processed to come through. And then the other thing is that when you come through from Mbombela to here, Lebombo, well, we acknowledge, but at the same time, seeing those cars, we can also see that they come through other routes that will then join into Malelane and then to Lebombo border post through Komatipur. So we are once again appealing to motorists to ensure that their vehicles are loaded accordingly and within the legal limits, and they also need to ensure that those vehicles are roadworthy, particularly those who are carrying too many goods. And what you've also observed is that since yesterday we have recorded 3 separate crashes where 3 people were killed, and that brings the number of people that we have lost so far to nearly 11. So most of these crashes that you have observed is that they were head-on collisions, the one that happened between Friday and Saturday, and then so we have recorded another 3 where vehicles, sedans, they lost control and then overturned on the side of the road. So largely when vehicles generally overturn, it's usually due to excessive speeding. Although the police are still investigating the cause of this and many other crashes that we've recorded so far, we suspect that could be playing a major hand, as well as being impatient and people sometimes overtaking where they are not supposed to. And then at night, visibility becomes a problem. So some of these accidents could be attributable to that, as well as fatigue.
Okay, when did these crashes occur? It's a period of from when to when? Because yesterday, within the 24 hours that was marked yesterday, we had only 7.
Yes, it's true. The 7 that were reported yesterday over a period of 24 hours. It started Friday evening around 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock in the morning. But then we have since recorded other ones from 8 o'clock last night until 12 o'clock this morning, the early Sunday morning hours, where we have recorded nearly 4 accidents where vehicles lost control and overturned, killing people instantly, including drivers and passengers. Some were seriously injured, and as we speak, they are receiving treatment at the hospitals.
Okay, let's speak about this congestion that is taking place from kilometer 7 to the actual border. Now, what's happening there? How are you manning this? Do you have police manning this?
Yes, there are police manning this. They are working closely with the SANDF as well as the other agencies at the border. What we have observed is that yesterday the situation got a bit out of control when there was an incident of a road rage due to people becoming agitated after having waited for long hours. But what is happening here today, the situation has improved quite a big deal, because there are no incidences of people driving onto the oncoming traffic, disturbing the other vehicles that are coming from Lebombo border post actually into the country. With that regard, the law enforcement visibility and the deployment of traffic officers and the police in their numbers has also assisted a great deal. But maybe as well we should also applaud the motorists who have behaved. Generally, majority of them seems to be behaving well. They are patient, they are driving slowly in accordance with the speed that is required required so that they are able to get through. But we are appealing to them to bear with us, because public transport as well as the trucks, they are cleared elsewhere, so that when they come here, they just go through. So this also assists even in terms of congestion. It's not only vehicles that are going through, there are other people who are being dropped here, and they will also walk on feet in their numbers through to the clearing desk for Home Affairs. So generally speaking, things seems to be much better, better control, although there's too much congestion. But we hope that people will exercise, will be patient enough and understand that it's not that they are being delayed, it's due to the high number of vehicles and people that are coming through, usually this time of the year.
Now, how better can you advise people to travel to avoid these congestions and them becoming impatient in the process?
Well, all that you can say for now is that in future, where possible, if possible, people should try and travel early so that they do not experience this type of congestion. And the other thing that they need to do, they must try to be patient once they reach ports of entry. But we'll continue to try and have our officers here in their numbers to ensure that everything goes according to plan. And where there are challenges, they will be immediately addressed as and when they occur.
What can you expect moving forward in terms of traffic?
Well, we are expecting more increased traffic volumes later today. We are also expecting more and more people to be taken to the road tomorrow and also on Christmas Eve. But we are appealing to those who are not yet on the road to try and leave early and be better prepared. Those who are traveling long distances, they should continue taking regular breaks and not drink while they are driving, because fatigue is also a challenge this time of the year, where people just fall asleep while they are behind the steering wheel, and this leads to unnecessary crashes that leave some people having lost their lives.
Thank you so much, Moeti. That was Moeti Mmusi from the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison, just telling us briefly that the N4 still looks clean. The congestion only starts about 7 kilometers from here. Cars, trucks, public transport, everyone is there waiting. We spoke to a few earlier who have been here for a while. Those that we spoke to had already waited for 20 minutes and they don't know what's happening at the front. Others are already impatient. But what we're seeing today is different from the story that we got yesterday, that the traffic was too slow. Today it seems to be moving. It seems as if the processing people at the border post, that's customs and Home Affairs, they have found a contingency plan to deal with this.
All right, Siphephile, thank you so much for your time. That was Siphephile Kunene speaking to us.